Okay, Molly, so this is just a little follow-up assessment of how you found our session. I just want to get a bit of feedback and also give you a bit of a summary of how I found you went and how we're going to go progress moving forward. Essentially, it's just so we can bounce off each other a bit, get some ideas going in terms of how we're going to move forward into the next part of the programming. First question I have for you is, how did you find it? Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I did.
Good. Could you give me a bit more insight into what you enjoyed about the session, please?
I enjoyed the cool down, because typically when I finish a session, I just walk out and just go home.
Yeah.
So it was nice to spend that few minutes afterwards just to kind of relax.
Bring yourself back to normality. Yeah. So do you realise the benefits now of the warmth and the cool down?
I definitely felt like a difference. So after our session, when I had the cool down, and then when I came home, I felt a lot more relaxed. Whereas before, if I came home, I just want to go to sleep straight away.
Yeah. So a lot of people do just go into their sessions, just start throwing the weights up straight away. So there's that bit of mental clarity, getting you prepared, getting you in a good mental frame of mind, and also putting you in your body in a position where it's ready to perform. So yeah, it's just good to get that bit of awareness about that, I guess. So that's good that you've picked up on that kind of stuff. In terms of your own performance, like looking back on it now, if you do a little bit of a reflection, how would you say your own performance was in the gym, like based on the RPE scale? Did you
I've never used the RPE scale before. So I enjoyed thinking about those numbers and how hard I actually am pushing myself.
What intensity to be working at.
Yeah. I definitely feel like there's room where I could definitely be pushing myself a bit more. But it was nice to have a scale to work with, rather than just saying, oh yeah, I could up the weight, rather than
that's it, working at a level that you can monitor, and based on the descriptions of each level, you can get the best out of your sessions, I guess. One point I did note actually is, on some exercises you were working to the intensity we were trying to aim at, like the RP 7 to 9, but some exercises it looked a bit too easy. That's okay because it was just an induction session, but going forward I will give you a bit more of an insight and a bit more education on how to use the RPE scale a bit better. So that's just something to be aware of in the future, just because we want to get the maximum benefits out of using the RPE scale going forward. So that's part of my own feedback, we need to just get that RPE scale nailed, you learning the actual RPE levels and where to work, and but in terms of so going forward, you're happy to start using warm up and cool downs, I guess. So that's pretty key in terms of going forward. It's good that that's a new aspect that you will be implementing into your workouts, because obviously you've been a frequent gym user in the past, and now you've learned something new in regards to going forward with that. Any further needs? So have you got any ideas that you would like to add into the sessions yourself? Is there anything that you think that I missed out in the programme?
Not particularly, no, because I had a bit of a mixture of everything.
Yeah, you feel like covered a range.
Yeah.
Going forward, obviously you're programming, you're wanting to train specifically for strength, with aspects of hypertrophy in there. So going forward, the programming will look a lot different. We'll be separating muscle groups. We'll be focusing directly on certain areas.
Yeah. I think I'd prefer that, just have a bit more focus on certain body parts rather than just general.
Yeah, that session was just in order for me to get an awareness of how you know how to utilise each machine. Also giving you a reinduction, I guess,
which is what I needed, definitely.
Yeah, because a lot of people do go to the gym and don't actually have that full awareness of how to use it and what muscle groups you're using. So I guess ours was just a brief introduction, get you accustomed to the machines, and then when we set the programme, we'll still have some one-to-one sessions together, but a lot of it will just be online. You can just look at the workout that you'll be doing. You'll know what muscle groups you want to work, and you'll just be hitting the exercises prescribed.
Yeah.
Further to another question. I had another question to ask you. So you're happy with how everything went? Motivation levels going forward? Are you excited for the journey?
Yeah,
that
I think
you're
like
going forward,
having a program set is gonna like motivate me even more.
keep you accountable, and
Yeah.
I'll be keeping you accountable. I'll be doing check-ins with you each week, ensuring that we're hitting the targets that we're going to be setting.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be numerics that I'm going to program in throughout each phase. We're going to have phases in place. We're going to aim for these weeks, and then we need to. So the next session we'll have together, I think we'll aim towards doing a 1 rep max session.
Yeah.
Just to see your current levels. So now we've had a session together. You've seen how we work, how I work.
Mhm.
I've seen how you work. I just want to go into a testing phase now. So the next time we'll go into the gym together, it will just be to test where you're at in terms of strength in certain movements, specifically the squat, because that's something that you've said in the initial consultation that that's where you want to see certain numbers. So we will be aiming for these numbers, but I want to see where you are in terms of determining how realistic these numbers are, because we can say yes, let's do that, but at the end of the day I need to see where you're standing and see how we're going to get there. We'll work something out to get there, but essentially, so that, I guess that concludes, and I've got your feedback. I'll take some notes following this session, and we'll go ahead moving forward. I'll get the plan in place, and we will try and see exactly like what the next move is. So the next phase we're going to go through together is a testing phase, so we're going to work out where we're standing.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for coming back down again.